Welcome students. Today we are going to start our new chapter, that is natural resources. Now students, what do you mean by natural resources? Natural resources are provided to us by nature. These include soil, sunlight, rocks, minerals, plants and animals. We use these gifts of nature to meet our daily needs. Now students, early humans did not know how to use these natural resources. So gradually means slowly, they learned to harness them. Harness means, what do you mean by harness? Harness means to control and make use of any useful natural resource. Okay? Is it clear? So, we make them useful and convert them into useful and valuable products. Okay? Many countries in the world have not been able to completely use these natural resources. Okay? That's why they are still economically backward. Now take for example wood. Wood is available to us in a raw form and then we convert them into useful products like furniture, etc. Yes, students? So, here comes the other example of dam. Now students, you can see falling water generates electricity. And because it is generating electricity from water, it is known as hydroelectricity. Now the question arises here is, what is it? How does it work? Hydroelectric power is generated by the force of falling water. It is one of the most reliable and least expensive. Okay? A dam is built. See on the screen very carefully. Okay? Then the water is held behind the dam. The force of water being released from the reservoir through the dam causes the blades of turbine to spin. The turbine is connected to the generator, which makes the electricity as it spins. After passing through the turbine, the water flows back into the river on the other side of the dam. And in this way, hydroelectricity is produced. Is it? Now students, we are going to learn about the classification of natural resources. Natural resources has been divided into two parts. Living resources, also known as biotic resources, example trees and animals. Non-living resources, also known as abiotic resources, example coal, petroleum. Now students, biotic resources regenerates if the conditions are favorable, okay? And non-living resources, that is abiotic resources, which includes land, water and air. They are inexhaustible. Inexhaustible means they can be renewed. They can be formed again. Now students, some of the non-renewable resources like coal and petroleum, they are exhaustible. They cannot be replaced as they take millions of years to form. Okay? You can see the difference chart of biotic and abiotic clearly on your screen. Okay? Read it carefully. And here comes the difference chart of renewable and non-renewable resources. Renewable resources can be regained by the efforts of people if they get exhausted. And non-renewable are present in small quantity and never be regained, either by earth or by human beings. Okay?